Good morning, students. Myself Sachin Sharma, your physics teacher. Today we will discuss about the equations of motion, which is the extremely important part of your chapter number 3, motion in a straight line. Okay, there are 3 equations of motion. First one is V is equal to U plus AT. Second one is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third one is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity. You can see initial velocity means the velocity at time t is equal to 0 second. Final velocity means velocity at time t is equal to 1 second. Okay. S is the distance covered by the particle at motion. U is the uniform acceleration which will remains constant throughout your motion, and t is the time in second. Right? Now, eligibility criteria or conditions of this equation. First condition is motion of the particle or system must be in a straight line, and second one, acceleration A must be uniform, constant or time independent throughout the motion. Now we will move on the derivations by vector calculus or integral method. Okay, say there is a particle moving with a velocity u. After time t, its velocity becomes v covering distance s. Acceleration produced in the particle A remains constant throughout the motion. You can see here velocity changes from u to v, time from 0 to t, and distance covered from 0 to s. Okay, so your limits for integration for velocity change dv would be u to v, for time interval would be 0 to t, and for position change would be 0 to s. So your first equation, we will derive first equation. Okay, so by the definition of the acceleration, which is the change in the instantaneous velocity with respect to time interval, mathematically A is equal to dv over dt. Doing cross multiplication, dv is equal to a dt. This is your equation first. Now on integrating the above equation under limitation. Under limitation means limits for change in velocity would be u to v, and for time interval dt would be 0 to t. So you can see in the diagram, integration u to v dv is equal to integration 0 to t a dt. Okay, integration dv gives you v with limits u to v is equal to a is a constant, time independent, so it would take out from the sign of integration. Okay, so it is written a sign of integration dt gives you t with limit 0 to t. So your final expression is v with limits u to v is equal to a into t with limits 0 to t. Okay, after solving you will put upper limit v in place of v minus you put lower limit u in place of v, which gives you v minus u is equal to a. In the same manner, this would be solved t minus 0. Okay, so v minus u is equal to at and v is equal to u plus at. Okay, this is your first equation of motion. Now for the second equation of motion, we will write by the definition of the velocity, which is the change in the position divided by the time interval. Okay, so ds over dt is equal to v. Okay, on doing multiplication we have ds is equal to v dt. Okay, now put v is equal to u plus at in the above equation. We have ds is equal to u plus at multiplied by dt. Now you will multiply dt to each term, which results ds is equal to u dt plus at dt. Okay, on integrating the above equation under limitation, again I told you earlier that lower limits and upper limits for the ds would be 0 to s, for dt would be 0 to t. So we will integrate separately of each part. Integration to ds from 0 to s is equal to integration u dt from 0 to t plus integration 0 to t a t dt. Okay, now 0 to s ds is equal to u and a would be taken out from the integral. Okay, so expression becomes u integration 0 to t dt plus a integration 0 to t dt. Okay, here integration ds gives you s, integration dt gives you t, and integration t dt gives you t square upon 2, as integration t की power n dt is equal to t की power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Okay, so you see at the page 3, small s with the limits 0 to s is equal to u t 0 to t plus a t square upon 2 having limit 0 to t. Okay, so at your left hand side you see you will put capital S upper limit in place of small s, minus you put 0 lower limit in place of s is equal to u big bracket start, put upper limit t in place of t minus put lower limit 0 in place of t plus a. Similarly you do the same, which gives you t square upon 2 minus 0 square upon 2. 0 square upon 2 gives you 0. Okay, so you will have s is equal to ut plus half a t square, which is your second equation of motion. Now your third equation of motion, again we will look by the definition of acceleration. Okay, which is the differentiation of instantaneous velocity with respect to time. Mathematically a is equal to dv over dt. Okay, now on multiplying and dividing by ds, in the right hand side we have a is equal to dv over dt into ds over ds. Okay, now you can see at the page we will interchange the positions of denominators. Okay, we have a is equal to dv over ds into ds over dt. Now your ds over dt is v. We will put in the above equation. We have a is equal to dv over ds into v. Okay, doing cross multiplication we have a ds is equal to v dv. Okay, integrating the above equation under the limitation, again you know your limitations. we have 0 to s a ds is equal to u to v v dv. Okay, so a is the constant, so it would be taken out from the integral. Okay, and you have at your left hand side a s with limits 0 to s is equal to v square upon 2, because integration v dv gives you v square upon 2 with the limits u to v. Okay, so solving the values, you have a bracket s minus 0 is equal to v square upon 2 minus u square upon 2 gives you v square minus u square upon 2. Okay, as upon 1 is equal to v square minus u square upon 2. Okay, on doing cross multiplication, you have v square minus u square is equal to as, and finally you have v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay guys, so please go through these derivations of all the three equations of motion again and again. If you have any query, then again ask in the live class. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.